Hey guys, I have completed the assignment and I have built this chart page and also the users page. This is the users page. So let me show you the charts. So when I refresh, it loads this chart and it's built with recharts, recharts.io. This is a like charts library, and you can see this. These are the different data that we have, and you can see these are the different brands, mobile phones that we have the data for. It's coming, actually it is like loading from an API endpoint, which is this endpoint. Okay, so this is the endpoint for the charts data, and I don't I haven't stored this in the database. It is locally stored because it was just a read data, right? So which is why I'm using the get method, and I'm just sending this data on the front end. So that's all about the charts. The second thing we have is the users, and you have mentioned also that it should be editable, so full CRUD operations. So let's go to the authors page. So you can see this is actually getting loaded from the back end, and this is the authors endpoint, and it goes to this route, and we have like all the different types of routes. So for the home route we have both the get all users and the post. So yeah, like when you refresh, it is actually hitting this endpoint, the get request, which is fetching all the users, and we can do full CRUD operations on this. Okay, so let's try. So let's try to create a new author. So let's give it a name, let's say Kapil, and email is gonna be, let's say, abcd@gmail.com, and role is, let's say, comic. Category, let's say, TV, and this is actually the status, which by default will be set to true, even if the user does not select it. So this is actually the online status, and this is the date. We also have this by default, even if the user does not select it. Okay, here's this thing, like if the user does not pass this name, it will throw an error. Okay, it will say it is required, and since like name, email, and the role, like all these three are required, these are optional. So you can select the date if you want, but you can also like leave it the way it is, and it will be set by default. So let's click on submit. So now the author is created, and it redirects back to the author's page again. So this is the route, and we also actually have this sorted by the descending order actually. So basically the latest one appears on the top. We have this here. So we can see that sort created at -1. So this basically shows us the latest one on the top. So we have this user now, like the author, and okay, how are we getting these images? We actually have this like 4 different images that was actually on this website itself. So I got like the 4 images, and I generated 4 random numbers, and using this we are basically getting an image. So this is like set by default. So a random image out of this 4 will be set by default. So that's how we're getting the image, and the rest of the things are filled by us. So we just created the author and read. Yeah, so when we basically click on this icon, and then we can select edit. Now we can do the edit part. We can update this data. So let us do the read and update. So read and update is happening both at the same time. So when we actually open this route, when we actually like click on this, it is doing both the read. So this is actually getting fetched from the database, and we are actually using MongoDB, and we are also like now gonna make an edit. So I'm gonna say Sharma, and let's say Kapil, and YouTube. Okay, and let's also change the date, 1/1 2023, let's say 24. Let's click on save, and it is updated, redirects back to the authors page, and we can see that now the name is Kapil Sharma. Previously it was just Kapil, and the email is also changed, the category is also changed, and the online, yeah, now we can also change the online, like the status. We can click on this it is selected by default, so we can click on save now, and now the user is offline. Okay, so this is this is like the both. So we're doing both the read and the update of CRUD operations, like sorry, read and update. And now let's look at the delete part. So when I click on this 3 dots, I can delete this. I can select delete, and I can click on confirm, and this will refresh the page, and that user is gone. So yeah, that's basically like all the operations that we have here, and yeah, basically that's all we have. Yeah, so hope you like it, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.